What is going on, Z Traders? Zeno Trader here, and today we're coming at you with your daily market recap. If you find any value in what it is that we do here, consider subscribing for more content and market updates. And if you wouldn't mind destroying the like button for the YouTube algorithm, follow us on Instagram and join us live Monday through Friday during market hours on our Discord server, where we have over $5,000 worth of learning materials, all for the wonderful price of, drum roll please, free 99. That's right, absolutely free to join. The link is posted, as always, in the description below. Be there or be square. Lastly, remember, this is not investment advice. This is for educational purposes only. Do not hop into anything discussed here without your own due diligence, as these are not trading signals, but rather my thoughts on specific securities. So with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let us get into the day. Today was one of those days, all right? We were down. Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 61 points. Not much considering all that took place today. I told you guys yesterday that unemployment was going to have a huge bearing on the direction of the stocks, and that we had come up to a rejection point on SPY, and so we would likely come down, and we did. So if we take a look here, yesterday I had originally told everyone, when we were right here at yesterday's close, we're likely going to reject off of R2. And what did we do? We rejected off of R2. Now we're trading in the middle of a channel. I don't like trading in the middle of channels, so we have to see what happens. Do we continue down, hit R1 and bounce, or do we go back up and break R2 tomorrow, or hit it again at least? Because it is a possibility we can gap up tomorrow and hit R2 and then chop around and fill that gap and come down. Or this could be the beginning of the reversal that everybody's talking about. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. From the looks of it, we're going to chop around on R2 for a little bit before SPY decides to do whatever it's going to do. So SPY was down. That's not all that bad, actually, considering where we were. We were actually at one point down like $2.60 today, but we ended up just down 78. That's not bad. Wow. Okay. So, volume today was about 73 million, which is decent for SPY, and the rest of the particular measurements or metrics on SPY remain the same. We are overbought. We've been overbought for some time now. That's really not a surprise to anyone, considering the economic environment that we are currently experiencing. And so, yeah, this should be a shocker to no one, right? So if you're going to play SPY, just be aware of the levels. So calls over, I would say 313 to be safe with volume. Puts below 308 with volume. Let's check out what VIX is doing, just so we can get some confirmation. Kind of read the tea leaves a little bit. All right, so it's a little bit all over the place, but it is bouncing. Wow, that's not good for SPY, because even though, wow, but it is kind of a little bit overbought. It's green on the MACD. So this is over the past 5 days. So I don't know, man. This could be the start of, if we break this down pattern, which we would need to get over 31, Well, I would say 31.69 on VIX to get the confirmation that this down pattern is broken. That's going to spell trouble for SPY. So we'll have to keep an eye on this closely. Fridays are usually kind of stale. So I don't really like to trade on Fridays unless I see something really good. But we'll see what happens. Let me see. 3-month chart. We're getting closer to the 300 MA too. Remember, I told you guys yesterday. I'm sorry, the 200 MA. And we bounced off of it today. What a coinky-dink. Now, did I tell you guys how this coincides yesterday? If we get this bounce, SPY is going to start falling. And this could end up being the moment we've all been waiting for SPY to fall off a cliff. Now, if tomorrow we get a candle up in here somewhere, you might want to consider buying some long-term SPY puts lightly. All right, just to see, because we need the confirmation that this is a turnaround. So we can't just hop in here because we got this pin bar close. We got to be smart and have risk management and be conservative. It is oversold, so, you would imagine this being a U-shaped pattern and eventually coming back up because we don't stay oversold. Well, we haven't recently for long. So, but these are lower highs. So this could be a bounce in a lower high too and keep going down, or it could be a continuation, which would indicate the fall of SPY that we've all been waiting for. But in order to do that, we have to break this downward pattern and make a higher high, and we have to stop making lower highs. So keep that in mind. So personally, like I said, I think SPY will just bounce around here, hitting R2 occasionally, coming back down, hitting R2, and then it'll decide to do something probably within the next week. Maybe. We'll see. Earnings, we don't have that many great earnings coming out next week, but that's just my perspective about SPY. If you look at the economic data today, obviously we had unemployment numbers and continuing jobless claims came back worse than expected, not by much though. Initial jobless claims came back worse than expected. Trade balance worse than expected by a lot. So yeah, we today was not a good day, and it just got progressively worse. We did bounce at the end, but these are what the determining factors were in why we had come down today so much. Be careful moving forward. We still have the geopolitical stuff going on in the background, the trade wars, and of course the unrest going on right now. The market has chosen to shrug that off largely, but it is what it is. Unemployment rate coming out tomorrow. Participation rates, non-farm payroll. So tomorrow we do have a lot of data coming out as well in the morning before the market opens. So this will help to confirm whether we'll have a continuation of going down or whether we will bounce. So we will see. SPY's already up on the week, so can't really lose our profits, but we can have another down day. We'll see what happens. Even if we are red tomorrow, SPY's already positive on the week, so we'll give back some of our gains. We gave back some today, not a lot, as much as we could have. If we would have closed down here, that would have been huge. But we got this little kind of doji-ish on the day chart, so indecisive. So basically, we're just data driven right now. We tumbleweed in the wind, whichever way the wind blows. So we'll see what happens tomorrow when the numbers come out before the market opens. So be careful trading tomorrow. And so that is my analysis on SPY. So now's the time that we've all been waiting for. Let us get into the plays. So today was a very good day for me. I had said in the chat earlier that I tweaked my trading strategy a little bit to try and get better quality trades. Okay. And I'll show you how I did that. So we got the Adobe Chewy. We didn't make anything. I actually bitched out on that one. Should have stayed in, but whatever. Zero's better than a loss. SPY, we got in on these puts today. Win Resorts, that was actually a call that we got earlier on after the gap fill that it had on the open. And Zoom, this is a swing that I'm taking because it hit a bottom. So let's start out with Adobe. So today, Adobe was doing all kinds of everything. Up, down, up, down, up, down, right? So what we did is, and this is something that I've been talking about in chat, like setting alerts, right? So we saw that Adobe was we broke the 200 MA, right? So basically what I did is I was watching it through here. We got rejected again. So I'm like, well, if we reject it again, if we touch it again, more than likely it'll reject. So it reject. So I set an alert on my phone for about 300 and like 86, 87 ish. And when it hit it, I looked at my computer and I watched this candle close, and I watched at the close of this candle, I got in, and whoop, 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 whoop. Nice. Get out and you're done. Right? So setting alerts is very key, for price levels. Because you just get better quality trades when you set alerts. SPY, it was the same thing. So it was choppy all day today. And I was like, I'm not going to sit through this chop. I'm just going to set an alert. So basically what happened was uh, we waited for SPY to get to basically high of day, right? And I was like, we shouldn't, because this is, again, where we have the resistance level at R2. So all I had to do was just set my alert for the resistance level at R2. And then it goes off up here. And then you're good at the close, because we need a confirmation. So this candle has to be our confirmation. So you got two candles going down, 5-minute chart, boom, puts in the building. So setting alerts is very key. When that was actually, I didn't set an alert for that. I just watched it. And then Zoom, I did set an alert for. It was I waited for it to hit the bottom and basically just got in at the bottom, like right down here. So I set an alert because I saw the support levels. So a good way to illustrate this is right here. So I saw that the 50 MA and VWAP are right here. So that's a pretty convincing support to me. Maybe it doesn't hold permanently. We don't know. But what I do know is that we would get an initial bounce. And we did. So these are hourly candles, by the way. And that was all I needed. So use the 5-minute candle for confirmation. Got this little pin bar close here. That's always nice to see. And then boom, on the way up. Now I did swing this, and that took a lot of guts. I mean, I'm up. It's all house money at this point, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe this is a continuation down after market. It looks like it's trying to do that. I might get clapped, might not. We'll see. We were overbought on the 5-minute chart. That's not looking particularly sexy to me right now at this moment. But we shall see what happens. So if we go out to the daily chart, this is why multiple time frames and multiple perspectives is very key, right? So typically when we get down in this area, we tend to kind of bounce, but it may not be over because we may need to get back down to 197. Hopefully that's not the case, but we'll see. And then we got the daily chart. So that bullish engulfing candle is not particularly sexy to anyone who's in calls, right? But we're not overbought anymore. So we do have a little bit of upward mobility, and we are green on the MACD, although who knows how long that'll be for. So take that with a grain of salt. Zoom just had very excellent earnings, so maybe this will continue. We'll see. So those were my plays for today. And tomorrow's Friday. The pressure's off. Maybe I'll, other than this swing, maybe I'll get in. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. What I would just say is you really have to be careful about the trades that you take, right? You have to make sure that you can get a good execution. You have to make sure that you can get a good price and that you wait for the price, right? Wait for things to go on sale because you want to buy low and sell high. You don't want to buy high and sell low, right? So most times what will happen is we'll see, a chart where, we got some stuff going on like this where it's going to the moon and we're like, we don't want to miss out. We get in, like right here at the top, and then it falls off the cliff, right? So if you see all this, you missed it. You got to learn when to let it go. You missed the boat, you missed the bus, get on the next one, right? So, and if you don't want to miss the bus, set alerts, because that's what I've been doing recently, and it's been paying dividends. And I set alerts at key critical price levels because I don't care about what happens in between these lines. If it goes up, down, I don't care about that. What I care about is the breaks of these lines and, bouncing off of support and resistance. Like, I care about hitting this and coming back down. I care about, when it hits the bottom, then it bounces back up. Those are what you look for. You know, this stuff in here, people can trade. Most people trade this stuff. Most retail investors trade this. If you trade, look at this. Like you get a call, think you're doing something. Oh yeah, boom, lost, right? Or you get a put right here, thinking it's it's broken this support level. Nope, comes right back up. Got him, lost. Don't do that. All right. Do yourself a favor. Stay away from trading chop inside price levels. Supply and demand zones. Right? Demand zones, supply zones. All right. So if that's basically what I want to leave you with today. And that's all the time we have for today. Remember, plan your trades and trade your plan. Bulls make money, bears make money, but what happens to the pigs? They get slaughtered. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode, and follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to join our Discord, where we are live before 5 and we do something before 2 something. The links are posted as always in the description below. Until next time, Zeno Trader